learnt it, I could reproduce it. I did not really understand it. The two sisters don't see eye to eye. Seeing eye to eye means having similar opinions, having similar ideas, similar thoughts, identical views on things. If you are able to see eye to eye with somebody, you are on equal footing, you are likely to gel well. If you are not, there is likely to be disagreement. The sisters don't see eye to eye means they do not have similar views on things. Some more idioms with body parts. Old hand. An old hand is someone who is experienced, who is adept, who has a lot of experience of doing something. I am an old hand at teaching English. I have been teaching for the last 36 years. So that is an old hand. If you are an old hand at doing something, you have done it many times and you have gained enough experience. Under her thumb, under somebody's thumb means to put under control, have the control of. So when you can dominate over something, when you keep somebody under your thumb, you keep him or her under control. You might have heard of a henpecked husband, for instance. So this husband, she has always kept her husband under her thumb means he is a henpecked husband. She is the dominant member of the family. She keeps him under control. Just a minute, I have got the answer on the tip of my tongue. We use this expression when we know the answer, but it does not come out. Telugulo పెదవుల పైనే ఉంది అంటాం, ఇట్లా నోట్లోంచి బయటకు రావట్లేదు అంటాం. So that's on the tip of the tongue. Tip of my tongue means it's almost there, but I am not able to finally recollect that. So these are some more idioms using the body parts. Read one's mind. When you can read somebody's mind, you can read his thoughts, his feelings. It is on his face. The feeling or the thought that is going through somebody's mind is visible on the face. You have read my mind. That's exactly what I have in my mind. That is what I was thinking about too. It is usually difficult to read somebody's mind means he does not have any feelings on his face. It's difficult to read his mind. Or you cannot predict what kind of feelings he has in his mind. He does not show it on his face. Make up one's mind. To means to firmly decide, to determine. When you want to make up your mind, you have to choose from among the available alternatives and determine what course you want to take. For instance, here my boss is persuading me to make up my mind and choose one of the two projects. There are two projects I have to choose between the two. So you have to make up your mind, either go to this way or that way, choose this project or that, this road or that road, the road not taken. But I am not able to make up my mind, can you please help me? So make up my mind means to take a firm decision. Keep an eye on. Keep an eye on, the literal meaning is just keep an eye on. But the idiomatic meaning of keep an eye on is to watch something carefully, to react to a certain situation if necessary. If somebody says, I am going away for a few days, can you please keep an eye on my house? So what he wants you to do is, when he is away, he would like you to watch his house, and if something happens, take appropriate action on that. So that is keeping an eye on. Written all over the face. That means something is visible on your face. The feelings or the thoughts that are going through your heart or mind are visible on your face. Some faces are indexes to their minds. Some faces are indexes to their hearts. What's happening in their heart and mind can be very clearly seen on their faces. So when something is written on your face, people can make out what is passing through your mind. He guessed his brother stole the gold. How did he guess that? Because he said it was written all over his face. He could see his face and guess that he had stolen the money, he had stolen the things. So that is written all over the face. Put heart into something. Do something with great enthusiasm. Put heart into heart and soul also is the same idiom. To put your heart and soul into something means to do something with great enthusiasm, to do it actively, involved. You put your heart and soul into your studies when you want to do well. Change of heart, change of mind refer to taking almost a kind of an opposite stand, reversing your stand. You took a certain stand and you change your stand. you think the other way, you change your opinions about something. That is change of heart. Change of heart refers to a change of a viewpoint. The kind of opinions that you had about something undergo a roundabout, a change. So that is change of heart. A heart of stone. A heart of stone, I think there is an equivalent in Telugu and other languages also. A heart of stone refers to a hard-hearted person with no feelings at all. What's the point in talking to her about your problems? She is not a kind of person who will pay attention to you, who will listen to you, will respond to you. She is not sympathetic. She has no pity for you. So she is a heart of stone. She has got a heart of stone means she is not going to respond to what you are going to say. Over the dead body. Over the dead body means impossible. That's not going to happen. Categorically, when you state that something is not going to happen, no way, you use this expression over the dead body. Suppose you go to your father and say, Dad, I damaged my motorcycle or car and then I met with a small accident, I want to buy a car again. So your dad says, you want a new car again? Over my dead body. That means no chance. Absolutely there is no chance of my buying a new car for you again. You already proved that you are not worth it. So that is over my dead body. Pay through the nose means pay for something that is very expensive. You pay a lot of money for something. Buying a car is not difficult these days, but paying for the petrol, you have to pay through your nose. That's very expensive. Okay. Let's do a very simple exercise here. These are idioms on the left side that refer to body parts, teeth, the tongue, tip of the tongue, etc. There are meanings given on the right side. Try to match them. By the skin of one's teeth. What do you think is the meaning of that? Quickly read the meanings on the right side and find the answer. By the skin of one's teeth. By the skin of one's teeth means narrowly, barely, hardly. As you know, the teeth do not have any skin on them, hardly any skin on the teeth. What are teething problems? Teething problems are problems of early stages, in the beginning stages of something. So there are teething problems. Tongue-tied. Tongue-tied is when you are nervous and when you find it difficult to express what's in your mind. That is tongue-tied. On the tip of the tongue, you have already seen the meaning of this. When you cannot remember right at that moment something, you say on the tip of my tongue. Hold your tongue. When you ask somebody to hold his tongue, you say don't say it. That will upset people. That's not something that you should say at this stage. That is holding your tongue. Let's take a quick look at some more idioms. Relationship idioms. When you are made for each other, you can get along very well together. You can gel together. When you tie the knot, you marry. Tie the knot actually is not the same thing as తాళిగట్టడం. English culture లో తాళిగట్టడం అనేది లేదు. But they have this idiom tie the knot. Tie the knot perhaps refers to something else. Maybe you have to see the origin of this. Maybe the knot perhaps refers to a bond that is built between the husband and wife. The knot which is unbreakable. Have a crush on somebody. These days many films have this dialogue. I have a crush on you means I love you. Maybe this love is not for long term, may not have positive results, but a short term love. Have a crush on somebody. Look at another exercise. Try to, I think these are all very simple ones. You know who a better half is. A better half is either a husband or a wife of a person. So you can call your husband or wife better half. Bosom friend, you know it already, I think again. Bosom friend is a very, very close friend. Bosom is the heart, the chest. So bosom friend. Then love at first sight, again this young people are very, very familiar with, I believe. Love at first sight is attracted to somebody the very first time. When you are attracted to somebody, you use this expression. Then be in the family way. Be in the family way refers only to married women. When you ask somebody, a woman, are you your family way? What you mean is that, are you carrying? Are you pregnant? Find Mr. Right. Find Mr. Right means find a lifetime partner, a long time partner. So have you found your Mr. Right yet? Suppose somebody has been searching for a suitable partner, a suitable husband. for a very long time, and then you ask them, have you found your Mr. Right? So it is finding somebody who is a fit, apt partner for you. These are some food idioms. Let's do one more exercise before we finish. Bread and butter. What does bread and butter mean? Bread and butter is the basic needs of life, something very, very basic. Bread and butter need not be the bread and butter that we eat. Bread and butter refers to something that is really very essential to survive. That is bread and butter. Eat one's words. Sorry, full of beans. Full of beans means very highly energetic, in high spirits. When you are very highly energetic, people say you are full of beans. You are the breadwinner of the family. When you are the breadwinner of the family, you are the main member of the family who earns the highest amount, the most money for the family is earned by you. Usually in the Indian context, it's the father of the family, the breadwinner. Then eat one's words. Eat one's words means swallow one's words, also means take back what you've said. So you said something and you realize that what you said is not correct, you take back your words. That is eating one's words. Then spill the beans. Spill the beans. In detective stories you might have come across this expression. To spill the beans means to reveal the secret. This is another expression. All these idioms you might have already noticed refer to the food items. Like that you can find dictionaries that collect idioms in groups and they make it easier for you to learn those idioms. Let's just take different part of different kind of idioms. Phrasal verbs also are called idioms. Phrasal verbs are verbs plus prepositions, or verbs plus adverbs, or verbs plus adverbs plus prepositions. Phrasal verbs again are unique to English. By adding a particle, a preposition or an adverb or both, to a verb, the meaning of the word completely undergoes a transformation. It's a completely different meaning, not the meaning of the verb as it is. Take a look at some of these examples. For instance, take the verb put, for example. Put plus a particle, put on, put up with, put out, put off, put in, they have nothing to do with the meaning of the word put actually. The word put means something and these words mean a completely different thing. To put on means have you put on your best clothes when you are going to an interview. That means you are asking somebody to wear the best available clothes, put on. Then put up. Put up means it has again many meanings. One of the meanings is if somebody asks you where are you put up, the intention is to find out where you are staying temporarily. For instance, if you go to a new place, if somebody asks you where are you put up, you answer the question by saying I am put up at so and so hotel, I am put up with a cousin of mine. That means you are sleeping there in that place for a short while, maybe a few days. Put up with. To put up with means to bear, to endure, what cannot be cured must be put up with, must be endured. Right? I live right almost on the road, my house is just next to the road, there is a lot of noise throughout the day. I have to put up with that noise because I have chosen to live there. Put out. To put out means arpivetam Telugulo, to extinguish. You can put out a lamp before you go to sleep, you put out the lamps. If there is a candle burning, if you put out, you blow it out. Putting out does not mean going out and then putting it. Similarly, put off. Put off means to postpone. The examinations are put off means the examinations are postponed to a later date. Examinations that were supposed to happen in the month of March, maybe because of some working days that we have lost, this time may be put off by a week or two. So they are likely to be postponed. To put in. Put in is not the name of that Russian president. Put in are two different words. Put in means, again, it has many meanings. One of the meanings is when you submit a resignation letter, for instance, we say he put in his papers. So all these verbs listed there show that by adding a particle, the meaning of the verb undergoes a complete transformation, and these are all idiomatically used. Similarly, comparisons, similes, proverbs, sayings can have idiomatic meanings in English. You must become aware of them. You have to become conscious of these uses. Begin using these idioms and become aware of them. In case you want to visit this entire slideshow, I skipped some of the slides, but if you want to see the entire slideshow, the slideshow is available on www.slideshare.net or authorstream.com. On these two websites, the same slideshow is available. You can see it again. And in case you have any comments on this presentation, please mail them to me at lionnagaraju@gmail.com. So that's the end of the story. Thank you for listening to that.
రైట్ ఏసీ లేక వచ్చా